Well, hello, gentlemen. Welcome to my live Q&A and my lingerie. Once again, doing it from the bedroom. In Erica Angela's bedroom. Trying to get situated because remember, my Wi-Fi apparently is better here. So here we are, babes. This is like the highlight of my week. One of the highlights. My group coaching is probably a big part of that. But this, my live Q&A with you yummy gentlemen. I just love you guys so much. And I'm so grateful that you're here. It really is my honor to get to serve your hearts. Like, this is nothing that I take lightly. The fact that you guys trust me with questions that are very near and dear to your heart really touches me. So I'm very glad you're here. If you are new here, this is your first time. My name is Arica Angelo. Pleasure to meet you. Enchanté. And this is a place where you guys come. I'm a dating and relationship expert that I've been helping men for going on 13 years now. And so this is what I like to do to create an environment for men to come have their questions answered because, maybe you have some questions and you're not ready for coaching just yet. And so you just have those couple questions that just need to be answered. This is a place for you guys to show up and do that. So welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. So it looks like I already have some questions. Erica is number one. Why, thank you, Hot Rock Nation. I will take that. I felt like there are more and it's just not letting me scroll. Okay, here we go. All right, Ninja Wolf. Dude's always number one when it comes to asking the first question. Erica, please forgive me, but should I go with a bulgy pants to get these single women, especially single moms, too? You are a fool. You are a damn fool, Ninja Wolf. I cannot believe you're coming at me with this question, especially single moms to the drool crave for my love and attention. They couldn't resist. Listen, I would be lying to you if I said that there are just some women who definitely absolutely pay attention to the bulge. So that question is pretty much legitimate, but it's just so funny that this is the first question I'm answering. Listen, if that's what God gave you, boo boo, who are you to hide that from the world? Wear those fitted jeans and share your love. All right. So Anthony Jones, welcome, my darling. Robert Stouter. Also, guys, make sure that you give this a thumbs up because when you guys do that, it helps me out and it helps other guys find this. So yeah, super, super, super helpful for me. So make sure you all give it a thumbs up. That would really help me out. I so appreciate you guys doing that. So Robert Stouter says, I really love being romantic with women. The women I see, excuse me, and being an alpha male in the bedroom. Sex is so good, and sex is even better. It talked to her how she goes and beautiful she is. Well, I'm glad the sex life is getting better, babe. Love it. Aze says, I learn a lot from your videos. Oh, babe, thank you so much for that feedback. That really is such a lovely thing to hear. And I really appreciate you sharing that. I hope that in your learning that it also begins to change your life. Hot Rock Nation, I just want to cuddle. We all love cuddling, boo-boo. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hello, Joe from Sin City, Las Vegas. Fernando, you look beautiful today. Thank you so much, darling. I mean, I love that. I appreciate that. Secret guy, is it a bad idea to try to impress women? Of course not. Men have been doing this for ages. Like back in the days, they would like impress women on the battlefield, like I killed this many man, and or it's like when they would work out and train for war, it was like it was always the warrior that every woman wanted, and he'd see the women on the field, and he'd like just happen to flex at that moment, and do those things to show how strong he was. No, there's nothing wrong with trying to impress a woman. And so that is like your God-given right to do that. So absolutely you want to try to impress them because guess what? Women are doing the same thing. When a woman likes a man, she's going to go out of her way to impress him. It's what we do. Chris Lester, thank you, darling. He says, I love the earrings. These are some vintage earrings that I bought in Paris about 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, I fell in love with them and I bought them for myself. I liked it. I bought it. Romano. Oh shit, it just jumped. Romano. Good morning from the UK. Welcome. So glad to hear you. Top of the day to you, darling. Brandon, hi, darling. Glad to have you here. Wow, thank you for recognizing my chocolate nail polish. I appreciate that, Ninja Wolf. Ooh, this is good. Dimitri says, hello, and what drives women to be mad when you keep thinking she's a friend? When she wants more, I don't acknowledge it. I mean, here's the thing. Some women get really frustrated because guys hang out with women and there's never a conversation that's had. I think that's the thing that we really miss in society is we don't have direct conversations with one another. So if she wants something more, you guys and you don't, you have to have an honest conversation about that. Like, hey, I enjoy you as a friend, but if you need more out of this, I'm not capable of giving that to you. Like that's not where I am in this relationship. And so you keep hanging. That's what I tell my guys who are friend zones. It's like if you like a woman and you are hanging out with her just as a friend, it's up to you to escalate that. It's up to you to have a conversation with her and say, look, I enjoy hanging out with you, but look, I find you really sexy. And so I want to take you out. I want to go on a date with you. I want to have something with you. It's up to him to use his voice right here. You have permission to use your voice and to say, listen, I want something more. But it's also up to you to set boundaries in place and to draw very clear lines. So that is on you, my man. Mohammed, hey, sexy. Hola, papi. Hola. Nix Lexon. So glad I found your channel. You've helped me so much. Oh, thank you. I love hearing this. This is such great feedback. I'm so glad that my channel is supporting you, babe. Yes, I can't wait for you to come back and tell me that you have a girlfriend, you're having great sex. I just can't wait to hear your whole journey. I'm so glad you're here. Please keep coming back. I have tons of videos that I just release every week, so I'm glad that you're here. All right, here's Joe Bird says, have a question. What's the best way to get out of the friend zone? Is being nice a good thing or bad? Here's the thing. When you're constantly nice, that's all she sees from you, but there's no polarity. She never feels that sexual energy from you. And at the end of the day, she's going to keep you in the friend zone. You have got to let her know that you have more intentions with her beyond just being her friend. And the way that you can do that is just by like gentle touches on the arms. See how she responds to that. Walk up to her and be like, you know what, you are looking really beautiful today. You might want to stay at least like 5 feet away from me because I don't know if I'll be able to contain myself. You got to start flirting with her, having some banter, little light touches, and letting her know like I'm interested more as a friend. And if a woman doesn't like it and she's not into you, you're gonna know. She's gonna back off. She's gonna pull away. She's gonna be like, "Don't touch me." But easing into it by little touches, flirting, spending time with her, and every time you flirt with her, I'm sorry, every time you spend time with her, escalate the flirting. Keep flirting, and then if she comes out and says, "Hey, I'm not comfortable with this," then you know you're in the friend zone, and you need to have a conversation with her and say, "Listen, I love hanging out with you, but I'm far more interested in other things with you. So if that's where we just are, like, thank you so much, but I have enough friends. Like, I want to pursue something. I want to get to know you better, but in a more intimate way." I hope that that helps you, my darling. Carlos, you are so beautiful, sweetie. Thank you, babe. I appreciate this. I swear, you guys are just so encouraging, and I really appreciate that. Hello, West from Vegas. West from Vegas. All right. Thank you for being here. Dewey Tucker for people over 70. I mean, this stuff applies to everyone. Dave, thank you, Dave. You guys are so complimentary. I appreciate your comment. I see a funny comment coming up very quickly from someone looks like it with a German name. Perlio. For physical appearance, I always find I get a little more attention with my shirt unbuttoned a bit. Do women like seeing chest hair, generally speaking? Yes. And I always say this, but I will reiterate this. Women are sexual beings. When a guy is just like completely buttoned up to here, she has nothing to use her imagination with. But when you've got like some chest open and she can see, she can imagine herself rubbing on your chest. When you wear fitted jeans, she can see your crotch. She can see like what she's going to get if she gets naked with you. If you got a nice ass and you're wearing fitted jeans, she's like, ooh, he's got some like something I can pull onto when he's backing it up in there. Like, good. Yes, women are sexual, wearing shirts where some of your muscles show. Yes, women think in a very sexual way. We're not as stimulated all the time by physical appearance, but we're still motivated by it. So, yes, when you wear your shirt open, it's very sexy. Us as a woman, we think, "Ooh, look at that nice chest." And then we just want to touch it. We're like men. We're like, "Oh, I just want to stick my hands in there and just start like grabbing on them." So, yes. So, Jan Hangi, I'm gonna say it like an American. Erica, sunset and coconut. Good idea for a first date. I think it depends on where you live. If it's oops, and it just jumped around. If it's an exotic place, I mean, if coconuts are an exotic thing to drink, then yeah, that's cool. But if it's just like something like here in Bali, like typically when a guy asks a girl for a coconut, it's he's just being cheap. It's like in the States, like if a guy says, "Hey, Erica, if I were in LA," and he's like, "Hey, we're gonna go walk down Malibu Beach and we'll get bottles of water." It's like, where's the effort? Where's the romance in that? So if, however, if you're in California and it's hard to get a whole coconut and he says, "Hey, I just got a hold of some fresh coconuts. Would you like to?" Then it's different because it's about the effort. But here in Bali, like it's just guys not putting in a lot of effort. It's just like telling, a girl, "Hey, I'm gonna pick you up and take you and we're gonna get bottles of water and walk on the beach." Wow, don't put wait, don't waste yourself any energy on going on a date with me. Please, please just make it as convenient as possible. A woman always wants to feel special on a date. So if you're taking her to a place that's just convenient for you, she's going to feel that energy and it's going to turn her off because remember, people always want to be made to feel special. And if you don't have creative ideas around that, then maybe you should get more creative ideas before you take her out on that date. Anthony Jones. Hello, Miss Erica. You look gorgeous as always, Queen. Thank you, babes. You guys are awesome. Like it's just I come here to serve you guys and you guys just give me so many compliments. I really appreciate that. Hello, Erica. Just started watching your videos. Thanks for telling us men how it is. Bert, I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you so much. It really touches me that you're a part of my community. So thank you so much for being here. And yeah, that's typically my advice is straight, direct, keep it real, keep it 100. Joe Glenn, Erica, being from the South, you will relate to the fact. Sorry, I've got to do this in a country accent, Joe. I'm not making fun of you. I'm from Texas. This is my Texas accent. Ready? I have to read it this way because it's not too many times that I get to use my Texas accent. Erica, being from the South, you will relate to the fact that I'm from Alabama. And I was taught to open the doors for ladies, and yet nothing pisses me off more when they look at you like you committed a crime. Joe, don't even get me started on this. This is such a good subject. Yes, absolutely. I think men should continue being chivalrous. And it disappoints me to hear that in Alabama, women are starting to show up with this bullshit. Listen, men have to be able to do things that differentiate themselves as men. And so when a man is being chivalrous, yes, okay, we know that a woman can open up her own damn door. I get it. Okay, yay, good for you. Woohoo. We understand that. But if a man is just trying to be courteous, there's no need in cutting his balls off. Like it's just ridiculous. It's inappropriate. It's rude. And then the same women are going to be bitching about how a man does nothing for it. That's horseshit. It really pisses me off. You keep being you, Joe. You keep being the chivalrous guy that you are. And guess what? This is an indication of the kind of woman you don't want to be. If she's just such a hardcore feminist that she can't receive a man doing something kind for her and she's got to start a debate with that. Listen, she's just showed you what the rest of your relationship is going to be like. It's going to be hell on wheels. Good riddance, goodbye. And you have every right to end a date right then and there and say, listen, if this is going to be an issue for you, there's no point in us moving forward and sitting down and having that dinner because this is who I am. And if this is going to rub you wrong, if this is going to braise you, then everything else I'm going to do is going to braise you. And this just isn't going to work. So there's no point in me paying for this meal when you can't even receive a simple gesture as me holding the door open. That shit gets me really fired up because guys are just trying to be nice and there's no reason to be a fucking bitch. Oh, sorry, but it just pisses me off. I don't know I hope I don't get in trouble by YouTube for that. But no, it's ridiculous. Like you cannot be rude to people when they're just trying to be kind to you because you've got something to prove, because somewhere your ego is bruised. All right, I'm gonna come off of that. What do you think? Do girls typically like when you go down on them the first time you guys hook up, or how do you know? Yes, 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 yes. Did I say yes? Because what I meant to say was yes. Yeah, because like it shows her, like when a guy does that, it's like he's just like, I'm here, I'm serving your body, I'm down here, I'm committed. I want to bring you pleasure. I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to feel relaxed. I'm just here worshiping you. Like Frenchmen are so good about this. This is what I love about French guys. They like worship a woman's body, and they will verbalize, "Oh my god, it is so beautiful. I've never seen anything like this. It is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I want to stay here forever." Like yes, absolutely go there, because if some women aren't into it because it is super intimate, I mean, it's not the most like wonderful place to be, because you know, but when a guy does do that, it's really, really, really like it's really hot. Let me just let's see what else do I have. YouTube always challenges you, Erica. I know I want to cuss so bad. You guys know I love cussing. Robert, what's up? Irvin, greetings from Los Angeles. Oh, give my city a big fat kiss. Maine, are you single? Why, boy, you trying to holler at me? You trying to get with Eric Angelo? Okay, okay. Um, David Smith, hi Erica. Beautiful day here in Australia. Perfect for romance and kindness. Ooh, sounds like you need to take someone on a beach walk and hold some hands and do some necking if it's that kind of a day. Joe Bird, my question: what's the best way to get out of the friend zone and being nice, a bad or good thing? I think I just answered that, Joe. Uh, Jesse Salazar says, I don't know why. He says, okay, but every time you do that, you get weird ass looks or you're an asshole for saying sexy. I need more context. What are you talking about? Are you talking about like friend zone? Like, I mean, obviously you don't want to walk up to a woman you just met and say, hey, you look sexy. That's very direct. I mean, you say she's beautiful, you compliment something she's wearing, but you don't want to just go in for the kill like that. That's something that after you've established some comfortability, then you start throwing in the sexy word. Dan, or Dan, are you my director now? Dan Limke says, can you put glasses on top of your head and talk in a sexy voice? Wow, are we like making porn, or am I doing a live Q&A, man? What's going on? Breadsticks. Guys, this isn't like a Q&A about me. This is a Q&A for you guys. He said, where am I ticklish and do you like to be tickled? Come on, man. This is for you guys. You're trying to like sex me down over here. Clayton Wilson, when talking to a lady the first time, how do I politely tell her that I naturally speak romantic to all women? Clayton, you don't. You never ever say, hey, what I'm doing for you, no problem. I do it for every girl. That kills, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Remember, a woman always wants to feel special. So make sure that she feels like she is the only woman. So I have to change positions because my little knee. You want to change positions. You want to change positions. You want to make her feel like she is super unique, special. She's one of a kind. So when you speak romantic to her, let her enjoy that experience. But you don't want to ruin that experience for her by saying, "Oh, don't worry, I do this for like all the girls." Don't do it. Just be you and speak the way that you speak romantically. And if it resonates with her, wonderful. If it doesn't, then chances are she's not your girl. Crypto Sniper. What an interesting name, Crypto Sniper. Are you like a hacker? What if a girl doesn't text you right away on Facebook and she's been online? Is that a red flag? Do you think she's ignoring you or just busy? From a woman's perspective, what do you think? Listen, it can be a plethora of things. Sometimes women do ignore men because they're just not interested. That doesn't mean that they can stay that way. You can always change it. That's what I love to tell you, men. It's like just because you get in the friend zone, it doesn't mean that you have to stay there. You can always change it, but you change it by being that alpha, that emotional warrior, the guy who shows up with his strength. You don't show up as this friend zone coddling nice guy, like, hey, how are you? Hey, can I take you out? It's like, hey, girl, listen, I want to take you out. Like, what's going on? Are you available this Saturday? If you are, let me know. I'm picking you up at 7 o'clock. There's an amazing restaurant I want to take you to. It's going to be fantastic. You want to change it up. So you can change it up. But yeah, she's ignoring you. Listen, everything's a matter of priority. A woman will respond based on how she prioritizes you. People do that. Could she be busy? Sure. A lot of people get busy. I'm busy. Lots of people get busy. But at the end of the day, if she's just completely ignoring you for like days at a time, it's not a good sign. So you got to change it up. Ask yourself, how am I showing up with this woman? Am I being too nice? Am I being too much of a friend zone guy? And do I need to spice it up a little bit? Johnny Sand says, my lady has now quit talking and no text. Should I go over and say, it's been nice. You were the only lady in 12 years and know what I'm missing? Should I say, I loved you, goodbye? Johnny, give her some space. Let her go through whatever she's going through before you rush into that conversation. Give her some space. You're not telling me how long it's been. I would give her a couple weeks, maybe even a month if you guys have had a long relationship. Give her space. Let her collect her thoughts. Let her understand how she feels about you before you go and have that abrupt conversation. Give it some time. If it's been a month and nothing, then yeah, then you need to go and close the door for yourself. Uh-oh, it just jumped around. Let's see. Where did it go? Shit. I hate when it jumps. I have to like hold on to it, otherwise it just jumps. Ooh, do rubbing a woman's feet turn a woman on? Yes, it does. And sucking on toes. I'm just saying, it's a thing. It's a thing. Women are usually bored. It's natural. Anything out of the norm is always welcome. There's truth to that. Hot Rod Nation. Yo, I keep all my girls in the friend zone unless they a star. All right. Yes, Valmont. He says, keep the chest hair trimmed though. Yes, please, guys, trim it, trim it, trim it. But some women like that burly shit. All right. Jesse Salazar. Hi, Erica. I've been thinking about getting some coaching from you. How do you go about it? How long does it go on? That's a great question. I typically ask people, I will put the link in. I have people schedule a call with me because as much as I love to share my work with everyone, I do kind of interview people before I take them on as a client to see if I want to serve them because I don't like to take on everyone. So in terms of one-on-one coaching, we would have a call and I would see if you and I are a good fit. And if I feel like you're someone who's really takes action, if I feel like it's just like, whatever, I won't work with you because it's just a waste of my time. If you're not serious about your life, don't expect me to be serious about your life either. But there's also my emotional warrior program, which I suggest every guy take because in that there's also a Facebook group. And some of my guys who are in the emotional warrior program are here on this chat. And that's where I can support you guys in that group. So that could be an option too. So yes, let's have a conversation, schedule a call with me. And let's continue. Yep, 34. Are you Spanish? I am part Spanish. Gary Kindred from Illinois. You look very beautiful this evening. Thank you, darling. I appreciate it. Bob Valmont says, Erica be laying the smack down, laughing out loud. I do. Bob Hennessy. Aloha, Erica. If you have the friend zone talk, is it okay to be a friend and maybe later turned around and using your suggestions to escalate? I would say you should start using the escalating right away because the sooner you use that, you're either going to get yourself out of the friend zone or you're going to know where she's always going to have you. And it's important that you get that answer. Let's see. Dan says, your door comment reminds me arguing, going to bed angry or asleep on the couch. That's funny. Yep, 34 says, if you had peer reviewed scientific studies on the advice you give, you'd be a millionaire because us logical guys would be attracted to this type of approach. I love to give a very practical approach to things because I think without practicality, it's very difficult to implement it. I think that there are also some very deeper underlying things, which I really like to support men with my coaching, that sabotage people, that keep people in the same cycles. And until that's addressed, they kind of stay in that rut. Valmont says the number of times she's heard, "You're hot. Are you single?" laughing out loud. Aze says, "I learn a lot from you. Thank you. I'm so grateful to hear that. That's wonderful." Sean's one of my emotional warriors. He says, "Good afternoon, Erica. Why do you need a reason to use your southern drawl? You should never stop, in my opinion. I just love doing accents. I'm not great at all of them, but they're really fun." Uh, Hot Rock Nation, he just called it out, and I'm going to agree with Hot Rock Nation. He says some women just want attention. It's true. They just want their ego fed and stroked. They're like cats. Just stroke me, stroke me. I'm not going to give much back to you, but just stroke me, stroke me. Some women just want attention. They post thousands of sexual pics, and then they say things like, "I can't believe guys are looking at my booty." Girl, you know what you're doing. You know when you're putting those titties out there, when you're putting that ass there, you know that you're trying to get attention with that. So don't even play. Quit being a hypocrite. Trevor Paul says, "Hello, Erica. I look forward to your wonderful advice." Thank you, darling. Great to hear. Anthony Jones, Miss Erica. Ooh, I miss Erica now. Ooh, Miss Erica. I'm a boss. I'm Miss Erica now. I got upgraded. I think I made a mistake by stepping away from my ex-girlfriend, whom I thought I could move on, but she is still in my mind constantly. Should I make up with her and try to start over? If you guys don't have a turbulent, toxic relationship, absolutely. But you, my dear, need to be very clear on what it is that you want from her. And you need to be very clear about your emotions and where you stand in your heart with her, because she's going to be very skeptical when you come back, which means you're going to have some trust earning to do or proving it. She's going to be like, "Prove it. I don't believe you. You broke my heart and you freaking disappeared." So you're going to have to earn her trust back. But you first need to have the conversation of yourself of why it is that you can't do life without her. Is it just an emotional addiction? Is it just because you're not able to meet other women? Get very clear, because don't you go reopening up her heart and not have the guts to stand in the tension when she goes, "Prove it to me." And a smart woman will do just that, because if you broke her heart once, she's not going to be like, "Oh, you just want to come back in." No, 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 no. It doesn't work like that, babe. So get really clear on what you want. Kim, thank you for being here. Kim is from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. All right, next question. Fernando, that's great. That would help Jan's question about coconuts with tequila. That's much better, right? I agree. I've had coconuts with rum. It's pretty good. Krillis is digging my earrings. Thank you. It just jumped again. I'm sorry. Let me scroll. Clayton says, "Thank you. My daughter was bitching at me for doing that." I can't remember what that was. Okay. Next one. Next question. Ooh. I try to see if it's someone whose question I haven't answered. So sometimes you guys, if you ask a bunch of questions, I sometimes skip them because I want to give everyone a chance, because we do have a small window. George says, "Hi, Erica. Could a relationship with a 7 to 8 year difference where the woman is older would work out?" Absolutely. That's not a huge age difference there. You just have to ask yourself, do you have the same core values? Are you guys on the same page with things? Like, and do you guys enjoy one another's company? If you can say yes to those, then absolutely, why not? Are you a love expert? Um, I guess so, but I don't know. I feel like I'm more of an expert with like healing people's hearts so that they can be able to be in loving relationships. And I'm really good at like figuring out where the breakdown is in communication and finding out what's sabotaging people. That's what I'm really good at. Let's see. Tony, how do you still make your girl jealous on purpose without seeming like cheating? Why? That's my question to you. Why do you want to make her jealous? And what is it that you really need from her that she's not giving to you? That's what you need to know. You're not happy somewhere and she's not showing up in a way that touches your heart, and you need to get clear on what that is. Then you can get to the real of it as opposed to playing games. Okay, we're going to wrap it up. Wait, gosh, there's a whole bunch of questions, but I was trying to answer one. Okay, here we go. XO5, XRP. I was dating a girl for 2 months. It was all good. We were connecting deep. We made plans for the future, like in June. And she just ghosted me for a week, then broke up with me via text. Don't get it. One, that kind of behavior is never appropriate, whether it comes from a woman or a man. It's just not cool. Listen, this is just personal advice. This isn't like as an expert, but this is just me personally talking to you as if we were friends. I'm a pretty confrontational person. If I were you, I would show up at her house and be like, listen, I don't know what's going on in your life, and I'm not going to pretend that I do know. But what I do know is you and I had something special for 2 months, and the way that you just handled this is completely inappropriate. And I feel really disrespected, and I feel really devalued, and I'm not okay with that. Some people, you just need, listen, until we start calling people out on their shit, people are going to keep acting like little bitches. And so someone like that, I actually had this happen where someone sent me a message over WhatsApp, and boy, I let them have it on text and in person. You don't treat people like that. And people will continue showing up that way until someone takes a stand and says, this is unacceptable. Your behavior is unacceptable. I'm not cool with it. And I don't allow people going around and treating me that way. Now, listen, she can respond whatever way she wants, but at least you are giving yourself a voice and you're putting a stand in the ground for yourself. Wait. Johnny says, do you do phone counseling? If so, how do we do this? Sort of. You would just have to apply, and then we would go from there. Here is my work with me page, and we can have a conversation. Guys, this is great. Thank you so much for being here. Will you heal my heart? It had a big fail. Babe, I'm telling you guys, do the Emotional Warrior program. I'm in the Facebook group every day. Like, you guys get me once a week. I'm in the Facebook group. I do videos for you guys. You got to get on that program. It's really going to heal your heart, but you got to do it, guys. You got to do it. Guys, I love you so much. I want all of you to do me a big favor right now, and I want you to put your hand over your heart. And I want you to take in a very deep breath. And let's do that again. Deep breath in and out. Guys, guess what? You are so loved. You're so valuable. And you deeply matter. You deeply matter. No one has told you that today. I'm here to tell you that, to whisper that to your heart, that you deeply matter, that there's no one else on this planet like you. And that as you continue to grow and evolve into an emotional warrior as a man, there's a special woman out there who will see your value, who will appreciate your efforts, and she will love you for the champion that you are. Guys, thank you so much for this. I'm so grateful that I got to serve your hearts today. I love you so much, and it is a highlight of my day to spend this time with you guys. It touches me, and I love you all so much. And I want to remind you that you have what it takes. some of you guys got to get to work. You got to polish up those skills. Listen, evolving and becoming a better man, becoming a better woman is something that we never stop doing. So the sooner you get started, the sooner you can reap the benefits of doing that. Guys, I love you so, so much. Thank you for your kind words. They really are very touching to me, and I deeply appreciate them. And I look forward to seeing you in my next live and Q&A in my lingerie. Much love, you guys, from Bali, Indonesia. You guys take care.